Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, little unexpected twist. I have another BMW Wagon E91 for the channel. Somehow ended up with two of these. Don't know how that happened, but this one is in a lot better shape. That is a good thing. However, it does not run. I have two non-running wagons, but we're gonna take a look at this thing. I mean, look at it. It's really not that bad at all compared to the other wagon we picked up from North Carolina. This one is in a lot better shape. It is tan interior. However, the paint is really good, the bumpers are good, the lights look great. Not quite sure what the plan is with this one now, because I am gonna fix this one. And funny enough, I actually picked this wagon up for cheaper than I got that one. So was that a bad deal? Maybe, but it's okay, because in this video, we're gonna be focusing on fixing this one. And yeah, fingers crossed it's not too bad to fix. We could start doing some mods to this thing. So, time to figure out what's wrong.
Yeah, so the code we had, the main code we had was no communication with EKP, which controls the fuel pump. So we pop the hood, and there's a bleeder on the injection rail, fuel rail. We plugged the bleeder in to see if it had fuel pressure. It has absolutely no fuel pressure. We can crank it, no fuel pressure.
It's like, well, we found our problem.
And so Trevor pulls back the panel of the EKP, and it's unplugged.
Literally unplugged.
So I guess we're gonna plug it in.
I wonder if he did that to try and like release fuel pressure to pull the rail.
Yeah.
He totally forgot to plug it in.
That would be crazy.
So we're gonna try it. I mean, theoretically, this is the only thing keeping the wagon from running.
I would think.
Here we go. I cannot believe this right now. I guess now we're going to, you wanna try and crank it just to see? Nope. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna look for a fuse or relay. We pulled the fuse was good. A fuse. That's what the YouTube video said. It was probably wrong, but yes, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
We're gonna hear this thing fire. So when we key it on, it should. So now that we know the EKP is giving us problems and we don't have fuel, just to test for now, I am going to pull the EKP out of this one, and fingers crossed it starts up, but we'll see. There we go. EKP is out. Out with the old, in with the new. Gonna hook these back in. Theoretically, should have a fuel pump, unless the fuel pump is bad. Take our key here, and time for the moment of truth. I don't think I hear it. I do hear it. Maybe. Interesting. So that's not it, but I think we're close. So we have a new game plan. We are gonna actually try and test the battery in the trunk, and there's permanent fuses in those that we're gonna check and see if those blew, maybe when, because this car did have a valve cover done up front, make sure that nothing arced, and popped a fuse back there. Maybe that's our problem. Then we're gonna try and do the JBE, because that controls the fuel pump module, and hopefully between those two it'll work. Or maybe it has a bad fuel pump. Maybe it does. I'm taking the JBE out of this one. So we still think that it could have a DME problem. Luckily, there's a spare DME. I'm gonna try, put the other DME in it. Hopefully, it'll wake up. Here's our spare DME. Thankfully, on these cars, it is not hard to get to at all. I just have to remove some of the covering right below there. There we go, pop this cover off. Now we have access to the DME. There we go. DME out, throw the new one in, and fingers crossed she starts up. Okay, we should know if the engine harness is getting power by when I put the key in the ignition. We should get the throttle body moving. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I don't know if I heard anything. I can't tell. That might just be the battery. Sounds different. I hear it click. I think we're closer. What now though? I have no clue. All right, next idea, go ahead and swap cast key from the first one over to the new one. I just spent the past like hour and a half doing it. Now we get to try it. Steering wheel lock. Kind of sounds better. Okay, interesting. Well, I think we're finally making it somewhere. After everything has not worked, I put 3 extension cords together. Got a charger for the battery because I've been messing with it so long that it's now dead. Matt said about 2 days ago to check these fuses in the back, distribution box thing on the back of the battery, and put it in this one. Hopefully today we will see a first fire up, which would be so sick. Time to start digging into this one. See if we can't swap them. New one is in. About to try this out. New box on the back is in. I have the key. Hopefully this works. I think I definitely heard that cycle this time. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Well, the wagon lives. How insane. It's alive. What the heck? That's sick. Good to know. Sounds good. Sounds healthy. Smells a little burnt. I don't know what that is, but he did say he did a valve cover on it, so it's probably oil burning off. But let's go. Wagon lives again. So the wagon is now running. However, there's still one major problem with it. It will not go in drive. So it is running. That is good news. Bad news, still not drivable because it won't go into drive. So next video, we need to tear into this thing, figure out why the transmission is acting up, not allowing it to go in drive, and then we can finally take this thing on its first test drive. So that is it for part 1 of getting this E91 BMW wagon back on the road. Subscribe for more BMW content from the shop, and we'll see you in the next one.